And at the end of last stream, we found a cave full of ants. I think it's time we go fuck up those ants. I don't know what else is in this area, but I am trying to get these underground areas filled out sooner rather than later. It's because I really don't find them to be my favorite areas. But having them finished and taken care of as soon as possible will be helpful in the future. Specifically with Ronnie's questline. Bring this out. And let's go, I guess, fight some ants. Shit, man. I don't know what else to, like. Yeah, that's okay. He's just gonna invite himself on over. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Okay, that worked really well apparently. Like so well that it damn near fucking one-shot the dude. He just does not want to come down, does he? We can't fucking target him or anything. Which means target him manually. Doesn't have the same result, but if it works, it works. I'm not gonna sit there and try and fight with it. Grace me, grace me, grace me. What do you do again? No, that's memory of grace. That's the light shows path, but without order. Okay. Okay. Gross butt spray. Man, I do not remember these areas very well at all. We got. I think we might stick with the spear for now. I went back and took a look at the build because I wasn't able to recall what specific weapon art I should use on the dagger, and it looks like I already have like the bad version of that weapon art. I'm trying to remember where it was. I think it was it in Caelid? Oh. The hell? Oh my god. So, my girlfriend's dog just got spayed today. And she just sent me a picture of her resting after getting spayed. And it's really, really fucking cute. But yeah, yeah, I was wondering why, like, she asked if I was streaming today. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be streaming. And she was just like, all right, whatever. You know, for her, it's just like, she wants to make sure that she would call me like in the middle of stream or something like that. As it is her desire to not have anything to do with this stream. She's a bit overly paranoid at certain times about like her online presence. I think the funniest thing is, at one point I was like, do you even like? I was going into a dispensary. I was just like, because I was just like, yeah, I just want to see what they have here in Maryland versus like, you know, what they have in Vegas. That is a definitely like, you know, something that a normal brain person would be like, yeah, I'm kind of curious as to like what they have out here. And her response was, I don't want to be in the system. I was like, what system would you even be in? She's like, the system. She's talking about like this big, ominous, nebulous, the system. Like, the government is going to closely track and like rescind her concealed carry permit because she went to a dispensary. And it's like, that's not really how that works. Like, if you went in there and you bought a bunch of shit and like, you know, went insane and like caused a bunch of trouble, sure, I could see that causing some issues. That was really gross. I'm glad we got rid of that fucking thing. As you can see, the lands between clearly need an exterminator. Alright, let's see what we can... Uh-oh. Oh boy. If I do this, I'm committing. I don't know if I want to commit. It's an item I can't help myself. I have zero self-control when it comes to these things. Okay, okay. It's not bad. Is this safe to jump to? Yes. And it's not like amazing or anything, but I wouldn't say it was bad either. Yeah, let's not. What's in here? Oh god, more of these guys. I don't want to deal with you. You guys are oh, Jesus. Okay, yep. Yep. Woo, man. That was scary. Let's go ahead and sip after that. That was scary. I see items. I don't know why I'm like this. It might be because I played Diablo a lot with like loot whores, and so I have this compulsion when I see loot to immediately grab it as soon as humanly possible. I said that's like maybe the one positive thing that Diablo 3 brought to the table. Until Reaper of Souls was released. And that is like, you know, their loot system was any drops you saw are yours. Okay, come on. This is taking way too long. So like basically everybody had their own like, even though you could play with a bunch of people together, nobody ever really did. And the loot that you found was yours. Like nobody else could steal your loot. That's like I'd say that's the one good thing that Diablo 3 brought to the table. Reaper of Souls, that's a different story. That brought a bunch of different stuff to the table, but unfortunately, I guess they forgot all of the good stuff. Like why people liked Diablo. when they made Diablo 4. I've watched a bunch of people play it on launch, and like everybody, I remember everybody was like singing like, oh my god, it's so good. Diablo's good again, guys. Oh my god, can you believe it? Oh my god, the game's so good. And then the season started up, and immediately everybody's opinion turned. It's impressive how quickly people forgot. Apparently Diablo was supposed to be good again, and just completely shit the bed. There's just nothing there. There's nothing of value in that entire mess of a game. It's not a good game. Like, I watched people play it. I'm not gonna say I played it myself, because I'm not gonna fucking spend $70 to find out that a game is a complete and total shit show. When the entire player base is like, yeah, this game fucking blows. I'll trust that over having to go and spending fucking 70 goddamn dollars just to realize myself, yeah, the game fucking blows. Right, I don't like that this thing reduces my max HP, so we're gonna wait until we get a good one. I don't think 3 intelligence is that important in the grand scheme of everything. Although it would be 31 intelligence, and check my spells real quick here. Well, that one needs 52. It's the one that the Turtle Pope has. That has a lower. It's like, I forgot what it was called, like Glittering Comet or something like that. Which is basically like Soul Spear and Crystal Soul Spear, but I think it's reversed. What the fuck? I always do this. I pick a direction, and it turns out to be the direction to actually, like, needed to progress. Down here. Getting ads on my phone for Wendy's after I just had Popeyes for dinner. I went with Popeyes because I like their the point system that they have for their app. So you can order food in their in their app and go and pick it up. I'd recommend picking it up, especially if like you have DoorDash and like DoorDash in your area if it's bad, which out here DoorDash is, it's like next level bad. These people are disgusting and foul, dishonest. That's the majority of DoorDash drivers. The one that I got, although the one that I got when I ordered Chipotle, was it Chipotle the other day? Yeah. She was alright. She was nice. But like most of the time, the people that I end up interacting with are just like the worst of the worst. They steal your food. They'll do anything they fucking can to try and dick people over. It literally just feels like a group of people that don't give a fuck about anybody but themselves. The entirety. Holy fucking shit, man. Um, I have made a huge mistake. Yeah. I didn't see myself getting out of that in any meaningful way. And this is why you don't fight these guys. Like I was like, let's go ahead and fight these guys. No. You never fight these guys. Ever. Okay. Oh, look, another thing. Or whatever. I really don't understand why. Turned off my thing. Of course it did. We're gonna go grab these runes and then head back up. Because I am, unfortunately, I've been live for like less than 30 minutes. I already have to step away. But I do have to go to the bathroom. Unfortunately, I cannot control when nature calls. As much as I wish I could, the amount of time, like when I started this new job, for example, like my first day of work, and it's like, 15 minutes before a meeting starts. My first meeting of the day is supposed to start, and it's like, nope, you have to go to the bathroom. Hello, Caddis. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you back. Unfortunately, I am about to take a bit of a break. I do have to go use the restroom. I'll be back in a few minutes. Hopefully it won't be too long. But yeah, I gotta go take care of this. So I'll be right back. I'll be back as soon as I can, I should say. And we'll continue killing ants. Hopefully. I don't want to deal with the mudmen. That much should be obvious. I'll be back in just a minute. Wow. Sorry about that. I am back. Oof. I feel much better. That much is for sure. Much less annoyed by the death I just suffered. The hands of these annoying rolling mudmen. I think they're called mudmen. I don't really know what they are. I just know that they roll at you. They're annoying and not much fun to fight. So I tend to just kind of run past them, and it does always end up causing problems. But at the same time, look at all that. Like each of these would take like, you know, maybe 5-10 seconds to kill if they didn't fight back. But they fight back. And so that whole thing where they fight back, and it's not a good experience fighting those guys. Or is it a good experience fighting that fucking thing? So let's get all the way down here, out of the way, as it were. And now we are gonna have to fight these fucking things. Let's do that. Okay. Wanted to make sure, see if I could even. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Uh. All those fireflies. Grab this. We're not gonna worry about that right now. I just want to clear things out to where there'll be, or it's not gonna be like a panic to deal with everything. Whoop. Over here. I recall there being a better way to get up there, but maybe it's this side. Maybe it... Okay. Oh, and there's a side of grace. How nice. The game is being friendly today, I can tell. Is this the one with the gargoyle fight? Woo! Little... Uh-oh. Whoop. Go and run with it. The map. And so that's the map of the entire, well, this entire area, I guess. Trying to think about like where we came in. I guess we came in here, went down, checked all this out, kind of came along this way. No, I think you can also come along this way. Yeah, we can't, this is a waterfall that's higher up here and lower down here, so we can't go this way. We could, well, I think we have to go down around this way. And then in here, I think, is where the boss fight is.
Some customer? Well,
Let's see if you have anything. We'll take that. And that. But you don't have anything else worth taking. But I always like to have more item crafting options. Interesting that the poison pot takes more rare materials than the fetid pot. Even though there's poison and then there's deadly poison. Yeah, let's do that. I want to see if this will even work. I don't think it will. I can't even see him. Whoop. Will it even reach? Nope. I think I might need... Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, oh, ooh. Well, we're not exactly looking to... Let's just use normal arrows. Right? Oh, God. Yeah, dude. Whoop. Let's consume this and see if this will even reach. It will. Whoop. I don't even know if it's going to be enough to actually do him in, but... Really, the only resource I currently have at my disposal. Doesn't help that I'm missing a whole bunch, too, but... Got him. Switch back. Okay. Okay. There we go. There we go. Really not sure how else to handle that type of situation where you gotta deal with this fucking annoying asshole that's gonna sit there and just hurl spells at you the whole fucking time. I sure as shit don't want to have to run around here like a fucking idiot the whole time while I'm looting stuff, gathering items, or fighting off these fucking morons. Go. There we go. The mudmen. That's why I call them mudmen. They collapse into a pile of gross, disgusting mud when they die. I don't know if that's the actual, like, correct term for them. It might be. I might have just might have come up with it on my own. I might have seen it somewhere. I don't recall. Huh. Fucking Sonic the Hedgehog motherfuckers here. And these guys are starting to get a little bit more aggressive than I'd like. Holy shit, can you fucking stop attacking? Jesus Christ, how many attacks was that? It was like fucking 10 just straight swing, non-stop swings in a row. Oh my god. Can be really obnoxious sometimes with these and like this constant string of attacks. It's like I don't know what happened to Miyazaki where he got this fucking like giga-sized boner for enemies that can just attack constantly. Oh, great! More of this fucking horse shit. These guys. These are not fun enemies to fight. Like they're so fucking tanky. And what do I get out of that? I get 100 runes out of that. That's really not much. I'm getting my flasks back. I will admit that is actually pretty cool. That, you know, it's giving me sustainability. So I can stay here and keep it, you know, stay in the fight longer, basically. I just don't like that I'm having to fight these mudmen. I don't think that they're bad. They're not as bad as, like, you know, the dogs or anything else, but they're just not, they're not fun to fight. And it's probably due to the fact that they have an obnoxiously large amount of poise. And so, like, if you're fighting them, you either need to have a gigantic fucking weapon or you need to be able to, you know, which I normally do, or you need to be able to just get in, attack, and get out, which I'm less familiar with. Like, I'm not used to this build at all. This is about as close as I can get to giving myself what feels like a somewhat blind playthrough. Like, I know the bosses, I've beaten the game. That's not going to be able to surprise me, but if I play with stuff that I'm not familiar with, that leads to me dying more and just more of a challenge in general. And that's kind of what I'm going for, is I'm trying, like, I don't want to just breeze through the game like I did fine with, oh my god. Look at this. Oh no. Okay, yeah. And that right there is the big thing that I picked up from the little bit of research I did after stream last night. Is if you look at this, Right there, the critical modifier. What? I did not mean to do that. I meant to do something. What? This right here, the strength of critical hits. Basically, this is a modifier that enhances critical hits. How much is it going to enhance by? It enhances by a value of 140. That is the highest critical modifier of any weapon in the game. Interesting. I seem to have a bit of neuron activation here. And that I know that it's possible to get up there. Shield grease. What? I didn't realize that was a thing. Boop. Huh. There's like a little pathway over there. That's the path. Yeah, that's the pathway to the site of grace. I think I see it now. Let's go over here and whoop. And you whoop. And then you slip out this way. Yay, I did it. More attack is always better. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at with this weapon. Whoops, wrong button there. This dagger has the highest critical attack modifier in the entire game. Not only that, but it's like it's got such a low weight value. So you know it allows you to wear heavier armor. And I've been using the spear up until now because, well, I wasn't really focusing on critical attacks, but now that I have a better understanding of the purpose of this weapon, I'm going to see how I can do without the spear now. Whoop. Still at medium load, but... Alright. So let's go over here, kill these idiots, and get this... Sit. There we go. Wait for him to get back up. Just to knock him back down again. Nice. So yeah, now that I'm today I was really nervous about today. And the reason for that is because I had a dog at the start of this year. Unfortunately, due to like restrictions and stuff at my apartment complex, I was unable to keep the dog. And that led to me having to give up the dog to somebody else, somebody that my girlfriend had known for, what was it, 20 years. So we gave her to this person with the belief that she was going to care for this dog. She was going to get this dog, you know, give the dog a good home, and you know, she's like, oh yeah, we'll have picnics together. You can come out, you can see the dog will be just fine. You'll be able to see her all the time. Inside of a month, she was calling us, asking us to take the dog back. Essentially, she just dropped the dog off. Like, she dropped the dog off on my girlfriend's doorstep. She didn't wait until it was a good time for us, or she didn't do anything other than, basically drop the dog in our lap and be like, all right, good luck, fuck you, I'm out. And didn't even give us all the stuff that we gave her to care for the dog. So we didn't, like, you know, I gave her a bunch of toys. We got the toys back. Think I was gonna fucking go ballistic if she had also left, like, kept the toys. Like, you have no fucking purpose in keeping those toys, because God help any animal that winds up in this woman's care. Um. So yeah, we wound up with the dog in our lap again. This dog was a rescue. I went into this situation. I personally went into the situation knowing that this dog was going to be a rescue and was going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a hard project. But I was excited about it. It was my first time taking care of a dog on my own. You know, it was a whole big thing for me that, you know, my apartment complex kind of fucked up. And so instead of me being able to, you know, care for this dog in any sort of meaningful way, I ended up having to give it up to this person who then, you know, reintroduced this dog back into our lives. And, you know, you have to think about this from, like, you know, dogs don't understand, like, dynamics of, like, human peer bonding and stuff like that. So all she knows is that she's getting passed around from home to home to home to home. She doesn't understand any of what's going on. And so, like, you know, she sees me all distraught and stuff like that, upset and bothered that I'm having to give up this dog, give her up, and then, you know, watches me drive away while she's left with this fucking horrible. I'm not gonna say horrible. She's not a horrible person. She's just not somebody you should ever trust with it. Like, not even a houseplant or a fucking goldfish. This person is very irresponsible. She wanted to fucking start her own business. Can't even fucking care for a German Shepherd. And she wants to, like, it's like, hey, I'm gonna start my own business. No, you're fucking not. Not like that. Not that type of mindset, you're not. You can't care for a German Shepherd and you're expecting to be able to, you know, competently manage the amount of people that it's going to take to actually run a business. That's not going to happen. That's not how any of that works. Okay, we definitely don't want to be making a whole bunch of noise. We want to. Yeah, that. Oh god. Oh my god. Fuck. Run. If that's the curse meter of this game. You do not want that getting full. That is some bad news bears if that goes off. So yeah, this you know, this person, you know, takes this dog from us and then gives it back to us. And so the way it all unfolded was, like, super shitty. Like, she was talking to my girlfriend the whole time about, like, the difficulties that she was having and stuff like that. And my girlfriend, out of, like, you know, concern for me and how I am about dogs and stuff like that, I'm very, like, I am very much a dog person. Yes, I currently have a cat here. Some people overestimate how much they need to do to care for a dog. But that's the thing, is, like, I would argue that, like, you know, even though it's a rescue dog and it's more work, you know, this dog, she was good with me. I didn't have any issues with her. I didn't have any struggles at all with her. If it wasn't for the fact that my leasing office was just rotten about, you know, they claim that this is a pet friendly place. It's not. Um, there's just, in no universe is this a pet friendly apartment complex. Um, and so, yeah, while some people do overestimate, well, she underestimated. Overestimating would be that you went above and beyond. Underestimating means you didn't go far enough. Um, yeah, overestimating would mean that they were over prepared. They weren't. They were not prepared at all for anything that was going to be needed in terms of like caring for this dog and whatnot. So, take a look at the map here. Okay. What happened was, I like that phrase. I pulled that from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, I didn't. You're talking to a native English speaker who also, I understood what you meant, and my brain was like, he meant underestimate. And I didn't even catch it right away until I was like, wait a minute, no, we had that backwards. Um, I'm just trying to appease the grammar freaks that might come in later. And be like, well, actually, what you said was, and it's like, don't. Um, oh boy. I have a feeling that I'm going to die to this boss fight. So before I die to this boss fight, let's go level up real quick. I know I need 2,000 more runes before I can level up, but that's what these are for. We use one of these. Okay. Whoop. Use one of those and one of these. Um, so back to the story. Um, yeah, she didn't take us into consideration. Oh my god, really? 300? Um, so my girlfriend had been aware of the situation for a while. Like, there was an incident where the dog attacked somebody. There was an issue with let's get intelligence up. I really, really want to get intelligence up higher. So my girlfriend was keeping in touch with this person about everything that was going on. And then one night, I forgot what, we were just hanging out, at her place. And I mean, she scared the ever loving piss out of me when she sat down. Like, we had just finished watching a movie of some. That's right. I had never seen Empire Records. She thought this was a grave injustice. And so we sat and watched Empire Records, which is her favorite movie of all time. And then after that, she sits down, she's like, hand on my knee, and she looks at me and is like, we need to talk. And I was just like, obviously my heart just dropped when she said that, because it's like in my brain I'm just like, those are the dreaded words before you're either about to be pregnant or you're about to break up. My guess was going to be on the former, not the latter. Um, so when she started talking to me about like the dog, immediately I was like, oh, okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was. Oh, it's one of these guys. Jesus. Well, that was entirely my fault. Oh, Jesus. Well, that was entirely. Yeah, we could. I think we could work this guy down. So yeah, at first I thought like, oh God, she's pregnant. We're gonna have to figure out what to do. Like, you know, I still didn't have a job yet. I was still looking for a job. I'd started my, you know, the streaming stuff, but that's not a job. At least not for me. It's not. Um, and so yeah, I was just like, oh great, we're pregnant, and you know, I need to figure out like how we're gonna take care of this financially because she is in the process of accepting a new job. Oh, that was dumb. Whoop. It's okay. Now I got the HP regen. Oof. Um, yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near that. Excuse you? Whoop. That was dumb. Yep. Oof. There we go. Frozen lightning sphere. I bet that's an incantation. Because that sounds really cool. Thank you, thank you. I'm happy with that and how that turned out. Let me see if that is an incantation. That definitely is an incantation that I will not be able to use. I can start using poison mist. That's kind of. I can use poison mist. I'm working up to the 38 that I need for that. And then I'll probably replace this with that. And also, eventually, we want to be able to use this. I think we'll have. I should probably keep my phone in view in case there's any. Here. Yep. Definitely gonna be using that. At least for now. We'll see. We'll see what comes on, or what we can find later on. Right. I got 12,000 runes, but we also are essentially completely done with this area for now. I think we got this nice looking chest. Something tells me that I don't think this is going to be as good as. Completely worthless. They give you that fancy chest, and you start to get all excited, like, ooh, I wonder what this is. Ooh, I'm excited, and then you get that. Then you get that. It makes me want to level up the spirits and like use them. just because like I'm going through the effort of collecting, like that's like the highest ghost thing that you can get. I also honestly thought that there was going to be that this boss fight was a gargoyles fight. I knew it wasn't the twin gargoyles. I think the twin gargoyles fight um, is in the like over here somewhere. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, hop down and head off to the south. Right? Yes. Yes. I do think this is what we want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and just pin this on the map. We'll just do that. All right. I know that one of the sewer areas, I forget which, but one of these sewer areas will take you, well, essentially to the spot that we're trying to go to. Oh, that's right. Fire spells are the twin gargoyles are left of the area where you fight the ancient spirit underground. So yesterday we fought the ancient spirit here, and so you're saying it's well, so I guess we're heading to it now, potentially. Uh, I did not realize that a couple of fires could teach you a new gesture, but apparently in the lands between, that is a very, very real possibility. Let's pick this guy out. He's going to be the most annoying part of... Oh. Whoop. There we go. Get my FP and my and some extra runes. How nice. Oh yeah, yeah. So the story about the dog. Yeah, I'll. Sorry, I got distracted by. I have attention deficit disorder, so like I'll sometimes hop around like all over the place. It's hard to follow my train of thought because my train of thought is essentially a complete and total wreck all the time. So the story. So my girlfriend was telling me basically like, hey, this is what's going on with you know, the dog right now. We have to find her a new home, and so I was like, oh yeah, I'll. The way I was looking at it was like, oh, okay, we have to help her find the dog a new home, not help my girlfriend find the dog a new home. I thought we were helping this person find the dog a new home. So I was like, oh yeah, great, that's fine. And then she started talking about me taking the cat, and I was like, why would I be taking the cat? We're trying to find the dog a new home. What does that have to do with the cat? Well, essentially what was happening, without me knowing, my girlfriend had accepted to take on, give the dog a home. And basically, like, enabled this woman's, like, really shitty behavior in probably the worst way possible. Like, so essentially, inside of a single day, I had to take a cat, bring it over to my place, contact the leasing office here, let them know, hey, this is a pet that I now have. And it's why I joked that this cat is now my emotional support cat, because I did use ESA rules, so I don't have to pay extra rent or any pet deposits. If you have an emotional support animal in America, it not only does it bypass breed restrictions, it allows you to keep the pet without having to pay extra rent or a deposit. My concern with all this, though, oh, so it's an ever jail. Okay. My concern with all this, though, was that this is a senior cat. This is an older cat. This is not exactly, he's not a spring chicken. And so this is going to be very stressful to the cat. It's going to be very hard on the cat. The cat won't understand what's happening. All the cat will know, all he does know is that he got stuffed into a fucking crate and sent off to live with me. Granted, my ex-wife had, I mentioned this yesterday, my ex-wife had 13 cats. So caring for animals isn't exactly a difficult task for me to perform. I think I can perform that. Oh, that's the starting island right there. I don't mention the 13 cat thing with around my girlfriend anymore. She actually gets upset when I mention that I mentioned the 13. She's like, it's a trigger for me now. I was like, no, I get it. I talked about it a lot. But you have to it's saying it and living with it are two different things. I lived with 13 cats. I never want to live with 13 cats again. I love having Demetrius here. He's a really cool guy. He, out of all of us, he's handled all this change the best. But yeah, I don't really wish that type of life on anybody where he's gonna have to. Anyways, so I give all these details to basically get to the point that I'm trying to now make. Whoop! No, I don't want to buy that. Fuck you. Buy that. I think we're gonna switch staves. So where was I? Okay, so so I have now accepted the responsibility of caring for this cat. Not a big deal. Not a problem at all. Easy. But like I thought we would have some time to prepare. Like, okay, let's get the cat over to my place so that when she drops off the dog, that won't be an issue because we have since learned that, that this dog is not socialized. Things. Behold something. Yeah, I can't place the message. There's not enough space. Yeah. Oh, I was hoping to put it on the table. So we put it on this table. Aww. Boo. You can put it on this table, but this table doesn't break when you jump on it, so it's less funny. So we know that I am okay with caring for cats. We know that let's go in for another hug while we're here.
Like me to... Now, come closer.
But like I said, I thought we were gonna have more time. So I found out that like the very next day,
You
Fucking secret.
I was known as a deathbed companion. Where I come from, after I received the warmth and lively vigor from a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life, to do so is the purpose of my being. But before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened.
I don't want. I'm gonna take the debuff off the moment we're done with this.
And chased
You don't need the debuff to do her quest, and I believe her quest opens up additional bosses later in the game.
all that. I still wish to be a deathbed companion.
So, like I said, we've established that one, I can handle the cat situation no problem, and two,
As it takes.
we were essentially heading into this the very next day. I asked her, like point blank, I was like, why? Why are we doing this so quickly? Why aren't we given any chance to prepare? And it's because this woman in question. I was supposed to use the item first. Man. All right. Use that. Reload the area. We don't want the debuff. We want the conversation to happen. Do we have to talk to him about anything?
So what can I do?
No. So anyways, I found out that, we found out that we're doing this the next day. I asked her why. And the reason was, she said she had plans that weekend. We had to take this dog immediately because she had plans that weekend. I'm okay. What plans did she have? She was putting her Rotary Club over caring for a fucking dog. Another living creature with his own thoughts, feelings, and Rotary Club was more important to this person than taking care of a rescue animal. I'm not saying that everybody should have the same values or look at animals the same way that I do, but to me, that is the most vile fucking thing that somebody could say. I have this social group that I'm a part of, and in order to continue to, like, not even to continue, she just didn't want to miss Rotary Club. So instead of like actually taking care of and being there for this fucking dog, it gets dumped off on us because of Rotary Club. Where are they in here? Yes, there they are. I think we're going to want to use this one. Oh, whoop. I was actually about to provide that answer for you. So, what exactly does the Rotary Club do? We provide service to others, promote integrity, advance world understanding, goodwill, and peace through our fellowship of business, professional, and community leaders. Rotary is a non-political and non-religious organization open to all people, regardless of race, color, religion, gender, or political preference. There are 35,000 member clubs worldwide, and more than 1.2 million men and women as members of those clubs, known as Rotarians. This doesn't really... So it's a group that... Yeah. And problem solvers seek a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe. So it's basically like a political action group that that claims that they don't have any political affiliations, but let's be real. Let's be real. Um, okay, so I need 2 more of the. But we also want to take a look at the sorcery scaling on this. Is 166. We need to upgrade that demi-human staff to above 166 sorcery scaling before we switch over to it. But we can't upgrade the staff that we have right now, which is why I want to start using a different staff. I think we need just buy 6 of them. That should be more than enough. So yeah, her attending a meeting of Rotary Club. A single meeting, not like, oh, she can never do it again, just a single meeting. And you like there's nothing preventing her from actually attending the meeting. It's just like it's just caring for this dog no longer mattered to her. Oh man, we are 1 away, you shit. What a fucking shit. Why does the Smith hammer on the same place on the sword infinitely? Because it's a static animation and it would take a lot more code and a lot more effort to have somebody actually properly going through all the motions. Like it's more effort than they felt it was worth. Okay. And okay, that's what I thought. But yeah, we're just gonna have to eat shit on this for now. We just used a bunch of fucking runes with no discernible reward yet. I came back here actually to, but yeah, that like, I think everybody knows that is not how you actually forge a weapon. And yeah, it's just, how much effort do you want to put on an animation that you're probably only going to look at? You're not going to look at very often. You're not going to like, no, we're not. Back. You can go back to pretending I don't exist. That would be preferred. I think most people do that anyways. So yeah, this person wanted to attend Rotary Club. So this is why, and this is the reason that she gave us. This is why she gave the dog back to us. Now the dog is staying with my girlfriend and the cat is staying with me. Let's go into this Everjail. What is in here? Is this something that I want to fight right now? I just realized I made a huge mistake. So we'll probably die to this guy. Whoop. Oh, I can't even... You're not a very smart individual, are you? It hit the fucking... Oh my god, it ate my input. It's so frustrating when it does that. Alright, we're gonna warp back to the side of Grace real quick. I need to change something. So yeah, that woman basically, like... Yeah. So because she had to... Yeah, I meant to change the Ash of War on this back to... No, I don't want Glitstone Pebble. That wouldn't be bad. Lintblade Phalanx. But this is... The Ash of War we're eventually going to end up using on this thing is basically this, but higher tier, I guess, is the best way to put it. And I'm seeing situations, multiple situations where while using this, it would have been beneficial to have that. Basically, you have this big ass, this tiny little weapon. You want more reach on it. That Ash of War will provide that to you. Whoops. There we go. Don't you love how you can tell once the moment the game starts reading your inputs. Cool. So glad the game decided to do that. Okay. Huh. Taco touchdown. Yeah, they never really are. The NPCs are not ever good fighters. But that one's super dead now. And that is a good place to go if you need a decent pyromancy. We don't need a decent pyromancy. We're not using pyromancy because those are considered incantations, unfortunately, in this game. And so while you need intelligence to use some of them, you need a seal to cast them. I didn't think about that when I attuned Poison Mist. And so now Poison Mist is attuned, but you know, fucking fat lot of good that's gonna do. Oh, that's right. Running through here creates a shitload of aggroed enemies. I don't want all that. I don't want to go off over here. Yeah, bye, dude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already cleared out that camp. I found the prayer book that I can give to Turtle Pope. Pope Turtle, whatever you want to call him. Let us go up here. Jump over to here. This is doing absolutely nothing for us. I just felt like doing it. Oh, that's bats. Nope. Not interested in dealing with bats right now. So I went into that big dog story to kind of just essentially give a rundown of my day, though. And the rundown of my day was, I woke up in the morning. I was asked how I'm doing by my coworkers, and I was like, I'm good. I'm doing more onboarding stuff because that's all you do for like the first month. Whenever you start a web dev job, they love to rush you on board, and then they have nothing for you when you get started. And so then you end up just doing a bunch of onboarding stuff. Where it's like, sign this piece of paper, promise that you're not going to sell government secrets. You know, do this, do that. And it's just like, oh. It becomes a bit exhausting. Well, let's head back up to the village of the Albinarax.
But this time, I'm a woman grown, and though the justice to the
I myself cannot
let the scars
care
of the
even
half remind them.
really for myself, and certainly not an animal.
This time, and though the justice to
Okay,
the
I was just
scars
making sure that her dialogue was done. Yeah, I thought that for the longest time. I also had convinced myself that I couldn't afford to care for another animal. And so I never tried to do it by myself. I always had some sort of help in some way, shape, or form. Be it, you know, my ex-wife when we had the 8 billion cats, or like currently with my girlfriend, and I helped her care for her cat. I certainly did that without hesitation. I'm very good at taking care of other people's pets. I never thought I'd be able to do it myself until I actually did it myself. And now that I've done it myself, I know that I can do it, and I want to do it more. Like I've come to, learn a very disgusting truth about, the current state of things when it comes to like, animals in need in America at least. We have a lot of animals that need a good work. That I believe is that's an intelligence weapon, is it not? It is. I kind of want to equip it and see what its moveset is like. And we have the Carrion Knight Sword, which is also the Carrion Grandeur, Carrion Royal Prestige, embodied in a skill. Transform the blade into a magical greatsword and swing it down. Can be charged. That's what I need. This right here. We're gonna equip this real quick. This is the weapon art I want on the dagger. I just want to. Now I want to. Whoops. I don't think that weapon art's very good. I might switch over to that carrying longsword for a little bit until we can get this thing like fully ready to go. Carrion grandeur. That's what I'm looking to get. Maybe Patches will have it. I don't know if this is how this works. Patches doesn't have one. You do have a stone sword key though, but
Cheers for that.
yeah, shut up, dude. Maybe this guy. We're gonna port around a bit, checking merchants. There's something very specific that I'm looking for. I don't think I'll be able to do this. As in, I don't think that this is how it works. I want to... Yeah, we can't modify the Ash of War on that. That kind of sucks. All right, well... place that pin right there. And maybe we'll try out that carrion sword later. I think ultimately I am eventually just going to end up with whatchamacallit? With the Moonlight Greatsword. Like that's my ultimate goal. Is to just say nuts to all. Okay, that's what this is. This map is so bad about like what the geography of this area actually is. There's no... It doesn't do a good job. So let's take that off because it's showing geography that's like way the fuck up there or way down here or something like that. And that's not where we are. So if you know, we'll keep that marker. Oh, fuck off, dude. God. There you go. Then we'll go ahead and slap this time. Now, the worst are those deformed breed of pets. A dog or cat. I would never buy. So, what do you mean deformed breed of pets? I'm not sure I fully understand what you're saying. Are you talking about like pugs and stuff? Because I've recently learned that a lot of people consider like pug ownership in general a form of animal abuse. Because, well, like you said, you know, you're talking about deformed animals. Not trying to be mean about pugs. I'm not trying to be mean to pug owners, but that is a deformed animal. Yeah, what I thought. Yeah. So the geography that we're now seeing is like way up there, but that's not like the village of the Albanarax or whatever. Is not this stuff. Like we can't get to this stuff. But yeah, I don't shop for pets. If I'm gonna get a pet, it's gonna be a rescue. My mantra is adopt, don't shop. You know, it would help to actually have a weapon equipped. I'm going to continue to activate those until I eventually figure out what the hell they do. And given that I don't really use the summoning feature in the game, I don't think I ever will. Maybe I should. Oh, I already beat this thing. Okay. Maybe I should use the summoning feature at some point so I can understand how it all works, but I just don't wanna. Ravine that leads all the way in. This is so what we were talking about earlier on a earlier stream was the back way around the getting to the Dectus lift. This is that back way. If you don't want to get both halves of the Dectus lift medallion, you go that way. You go here instead of here. So we could get into Altos Plateau right now if we wanted to. But it's too early in the game for that. Let's see what else there is around here. I need to Church of Vows, Real Victoria, Tetsu's Rise, Church of Vows. That's where it is? Really? Okay. Okay. Main Academy Gate. Let's go here. I'm not sure what would be considered deformed in terms of like cat breeds though. The pets that are so breed. I think you meant inbred. That they look nice. Yeah, we're gonna use air quote that they look nice. But the pet cannot live a natural life and suffer because of this. Yeah, like that. Um, yeah, you're talking about inbreeding an animal in order. You're talking about designer pets, basically. And yes, I find designer pets to be disgusting, gross, and abhorrent. Yeah, it's you know basically it's capitalism at its worst. Right. I don't think I'm gonna see anything in here, but keep it up just in case something happens. We don't need to worry about them. They're ultimately useless to us. I could probably murder them all and not. So I'm going to run up to the Dectus lift. We're not going to be... Yeah, we're not going to be dealing with that stuff. I'm going to try and go around. I want to get up... I think... Yeah, I'm trying to get up there. And I think if we go up and then around, I think we can get into all this stuff. I think there's also something over here. I go up that way. Let me confirm. Yeah, there is. And there appears to be something right about there. And right up here. Interesting. Whoop. So I've notes and reference material that I use because this game is, well, being fair and saying this game is too big. Well, it's not really fair to the game. The game is not too big. Honestly, if we, you know, we're about to get more and everybody's excited about getting more. Alright, I want to see if I can get this chucklehead to... It's a nice spell. You got back up? Oh shit. You dick. Alright, dude, you're actually gonna get on my nerves, I can tell already. Whoop! Whoop, I had the wrong spell equipped. That would, you know, definitely cause problems. Go. Oh yeah. Well, I was talking about my day. And why I, told that big story about the dog. The big story I told the big story about the dog because she got spayed today. And my girlfriend works in HR, so she couldn't she was in the middle of she had some stuff that she had to do today. She was in a new hire orientation today. So she couldn't come and, she's able to drop the dog off in the morning because she works a lot. Probably the nicest way to put it is she works a fucking... The fuck was that? Oh, Jesus Christ. The game's gonna be fucking hailing fucking rocks down upon my head. That's nice. Rune Arc. Just sitting out there, Rune Arc. So she couldn't pick up the dog when the dog was done with the operation. So that essentially became my responsibility today. It's because I am still a new hire at my company. And so like a lot of what we're doing is just like onboarding and training and all that kind of crap. And yeah, so we'd already had a plan in place for how we were going to handle all this. She was going to drop the dog off. And then it was going to be my responsibility to pick the... Yeah, let's... I want to see if I can get him to kill this guy. You did. Woo, man, you were zooming there, weren't you? You're not gonna be zooming anymore, though. So the plan was she was gonna drop the dog off, and then she was gonna let me know when they called her to tell her, hey, the dog is ready to be picked up. And then I was gonna head, because I work from home, it's easier for me to just kind of like, go throw on some clothes and run out the door. So that like, it makes it easier. Like work from home allows me to more easily take care of stuff like this. There you go. There's... Wow. Nice combo to go with that. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. That was pure, like, spite that led to me wanting to do that. Oh, boy. Right, let's see if this will work on this guy. It does, okay. So yeah, it essentially had become my job to go and pick this dog up and make sure that, she got brought back to my girlfriend's house and that she was okay. And all that stuff. And she'd just gotten spayed today. So like this was a big fucking deal. That we didn't fuck this up. Oh. We often, when I raided somebody yesterday, I was told by the person that I raided before she ended the stream that I'm good at Dark Souls and that maybe me raiding her would bring some luck upon her stream to beat this boss that she was fighting in Elden Ring. That wasn't the case. I did not bring upon her any luck. I rarely ever do bring anybody any type of luck. So I wasn't really surprised when... I mean, it was hilarious what happened. She immediately got roughed up pretty bad. I was just like, watching it though, watching how it all unfolded was pretty comical. Hell, even she was laughing at the whole thing as well. I was just like, wow. A great mace. You say so, game. I don't know if it's a great mace. It is definitely... Oh my god, there are so many of you fucking assholes over here. Whoop. Let me do this. There you go. Whoop. There you go. Man, I was trying to get the critical hit on him. I think I can still do it. If I actually roll when I press the roll button. Kind of important for you to get the critical hit, right? Is your character does what you tell your character to do. You have to go. It's way over midnight. Well, thank you for stopping by. It's always nice to have you to chat with for a bit. Yeah, so have a good night, and I'll see you later. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Oh, fuck me. Oh, whoop. Come on, dude. There we go. Jesus, it's only 9 o'clock. Oh, way over midnight is only 9 o'clock here. Is this... No, this isn't where we're trying to... But there is... I got the treasure chest. Oh yeah, Great Mace is what I found in there. And I don't know if it is actually a Great Mace. But they're calling it a Great Mace. So maybe it's like the most amazing mace ever made. In the history of maces that have been made. Okay, let's see if killing these guys will give me my shit back. Bolt. It did. Wow. Thank you, game. Make me feel good when I predict something correct. That was weird. Okay, we got something going on here. We have found a path. Uh-oh. Yeah, we have definitely found a path, all right. Okay, so that building is like all the way up there. Yeah, we're about to do the, yeah, we got the fucking Eye of Sauron upon us. So let us go back a bit. I know there's a grace somewhere back here. I do believe. Is that really the only one? There might be actually something here worth getting, though. Okay. We're gonna run off to that beacon that I placed. I'm about to do something that is frenzy in this game, or madness is akin to, well, it's madness is akin to frenzy in Bloodborne. Makes sense. But yeah, when that yellow meter fills up all the way, you take a huge chunk of damage. And then if you're not careful, you will die. Fucking dogs in this game, man. Oop. Yeah, there is a celestial doing, or sacred tier, whatever they're called in here. Alright. Let's get the site. Grace flasks. Increase the amount healed. Makes them more effective. Now let's go see about taking out this fucking... Oh, I rested at the thing, so okay, everything's gonna be respawn, but... That's not really that big of a deal. As long as I... Nice shot. Once I see them start to fire again, you just change direction. The likelihood of them actually hitting you is pretty much 0. Just like so. another Grace nearby? No. I think the nearest Grace would actually be up there. That's the Dectus lift. We are not ready to go there yet. And up there, that big tower that's like right there in the center of the screen, that is the tower that I like to call the Eye of Sauron. And now you can kind of see why. There's a reason I call it the Eye of Sauron. And so yeah, this thing will, whoop, as you can see, it'll build up a meter that, much like Frenzy, does the same thing that Frenzy does. It'll drain your health. While building up the meter. Okay, we're past, I think, the worst of it. Whoop. Jesus Christ. Bye, rat. Whew. That was scary. It was very scary. I don't think we're past the worst of it yet. Let's get the Carrion Slicer. We're going to be in close quarters combat here. No, we want to get rid of... Yeah, these guys are the reason. No more Eye of Sauron. This entire region is now safe from the Frenzy Flame. And that's why I keep calling it Frenzy. Howl of Shabriri. Okay. Game, you let me go down? Thank you. Do, 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 do.